Hello, Sydney! It's your favorite killer is back, and today we're trying out the sinking city. Dear Miss Charles Reed. Blah blah blah. Johannes Vandenberg. Dutch guy. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, there we go. Okay, this guy's apparently having a nightmare. Oh, he's totally sick. Whoa, legendary. What the fuck? Nice trip. Okay, there we go. Then I have a trip that I'm playing Indiana Jones. Okay.
Take your belongings off my ship first.
Excusez-moi? Okay, let's take our belongings. Folding camera. Letter from Vandenberg. Take gun.
Hope I never have to use it. But something tells me I
Okay,
will.
shut up and take it. Can I take this? What's this? Key evidence. What's key? Oh, God is my key evidence.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Indeed. Okay. How about this, mannequin? Oh, fuck the fish. Okay, I took belongings from you. Okay. Hello.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vandenberg, at your
Oh, he's
service.
the Dutch guy.
I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
What's the deal with this city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The flood.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
Visions.
The visions have been getting
I
worse.
wonder what kind
Such
of trick
vividness
that
of
is.
dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Well, that's it for now, I think.
Okay, let's finally get
Thanks
the
for-
fuck out from this
No.
guy.
Don't worry about that.
I mean, fuck away from this guy. Okay, we got hotel room. Welcome to Oakmont, the town on the rise. Okay, do I have some gold here? Gun. Unforgivable. This is a violence-free area. Wait, why am I going like crazy? Can I kill him? I want.
Down comes up. The seed is sowed. You can't end
Fuck, I can't.
suffering. The cycle will go
But
on.
I really wanted to.
You can't change who you are.
Can I? No.
You can't end the suffering. The cycle will go on.
Okay, wasted
You
3
can't
bullets.
change who you are.
I'm fucking idiot.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey.
Why this
I
guy
know
looks like
my Albert.
ape?
I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned
Oh, I
Innsmouth
get
to
it
the
now.
ground. But now,
This
Those
This game is
filthy
totally
mines
unreal.
occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. These fishermen supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Okay. Fisherman house. Okay, even have flashlight, that is good sign.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Okay. Okay, we have this. Oh, brick. And what is this? Camera. Oh, fuck. Plenty fish in fisherman's house.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Crazy guy.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our life,
Whoa.
our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Let's inspect the dead body.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Wow, nice helmet.
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Wait. Okay. Oh, look at what we have.
Grimma, Nihri, Grimma, Gibhal, Nugulina Haftin.
Oh, that is very interesting. What else do we know? What the Oh, this is total treatment.
Take this, ape face. Take this, ape. Yeah, run!
Nailed it.
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Okay, totally nailing it. The fuck?
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Then he continued running, and running, and running.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Warehouse.
There's something in the pocket.
Okay. You can do it like that. I don't have a brick anymore. How gay. Whoa. Monster. Shit.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
The fuck is this whale? Mini whale. Mind Palace. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the bar and find Lewis.
The blood is fresh. Whoever it belongs to could not have got far.
That was the evidence. Let's go in the bar.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn pork.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises,
Do
newcomer.
tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my
Final
future
bullet.
holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts
Total
delivered,
waste of money.
and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Okay, give me my bullet back.
Embrace your fate.
Maybe I can kill her.
It's not the day of my death yet. It's not the day of my death yet.
Better keep your bullets for them monsters.
Mister, careful with that.
He's completely...
Welcome to Under the Kill.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to... So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even...
To rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye. I've seen some unsettling creature.
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea, others that they...
And what do you...
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase, remember, better to be a coward.
Bye.
You want a drink?
Upstairs, you say. Okay, let's go. That is
Hey,
Lewis.
who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
Well, I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
What kind of...
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friend?
No, I'm sorry.
Innsmouthers.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What?
So you're a newcomer?
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Corrupted or not? Let's go.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed. Have mercy. Please, I told you the truth, I swear. Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Fucking whore.
What the?
Weird.
Get the... Oh.
Okay, let's go to that monkey now and see what he has to say about this.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
Should I protect him? Okay, let's protect him.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of...
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about this. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. I funded an expedition to explore recent...
A geological expedition.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness of this...
You mentioned the flood. You
weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many of...
Waterlogged ruins with...
Her words exactly.
Has your expedition found?
I do not know.
Do you think your son was killed
Is it so hard to believe?
It does.
Mr. Reed.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some. I'll also include a fair advance. The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
If I'm going...
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the...
I am a busy man. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton.
Okay, we'll leave this for another video, and I'm gonna see you soon.